А сколько у вас всего должно быть? У вас тут две группы, правильно я понимаю?
Да, у нас тут две группы. Ну, наверное, те, кто
Николай, я вас
зашел.
почему-то не слышу.
Ребят, а меня слышно?
Да, слышно.
Да, Николай, слышно, тебя слышно.
А, вот теперь слышу. Отлично. Так, две группы, правильно? Сколько у вас человек примерно? Не знаете?
Ну, Smart LMS, по-моему, написано, что у нас 38 человек на этом курсе.
Угу. Понятно. А вам просто ссылку не прислали на занятие сегодня? Или как так получилось?
Нам, да, у нас не было никаких ссылок, вот только вот сейчас прислали.
Интересно, обожаю вышку. Самое что забавное, они меня заранее попросили ссылку, чтобы вам отправить за несколько дней. Ну, так получилось. Так, давайте начнем потихоньку. У нас курс на английском языке, так что рассказывать я буду на английском. Надеюсь, никаких проблем это не доставит. Соответственно, можно спрашивать вопросы, прерывать меня на каком-нибудь слайде. Вот, so let's switch to English and let's start. My name is Artem Razumovsky, and I'm teaching this two-sided markets and internet platforms course in High School of Economics already second time. So that's yeah, so you can see that the main topic is two-sided market and internet platforms. So then, firstly, let's talk about what.
Excuse me, we can't see your presentation if you are showing it.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Just a second.
No, it's okay. I can see it.
I can restart. Anyway, so yeah, because I'm using two screens to share myself and the presentation as well.
I made to also, yeah.
Now it also disappeared fully.
Я попробую выйти и еще раз войти тогда.
Да, я вышел и зашел, и слайды появились. Магия.
Да, отлично. Обожаю Яндекс. Они у вас на весь экран или нет? Или...
На большую часть, да. И если сделать на весь, мы вас не видим.
Это я к тому, что... Ага, да. Так.
Может быть, у меня какая-то старая версия телемоста стоит приложение, я тогда попробую через браузер подключиться.
Так, давайте сделаем по-простому. Я выключу себя, потому что это не самое необходимое. И просто открою сейчас слайды.
По-моему, оно не связано. То есть, по-моему, просто, слайды не связаны с камерой. Слайды просто иногда не отображаются, видимо.
Я не знаю, просто я использую два компьютера, чтобы с одного, чтобы на одном рисовать, потому что у меня, потом вам заметки были, вот, а слайды с другого. Ну, сейчас мы попробуем как-нибудь разрулить.
Вот через онлайн-версию после перезапуска все работает лично у меня. Вот. Ну, там, перезагрузить вкладочку в Chrome.
Так, давайте подождем, чтобы у всех получилось. А еще такой вопрос. У вас есть международные студенты в этом году?
Нет.
Окей. У всех порядке со слайдами видно?
Ну вот я зашел через Chrome, и теперь я вижу.
Отлично. Успех. 40 минут лекции, мы видим слайды. Так,
Could you please show us the first slide?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thank you.
the first slide about me and about course, and yeah, and then let me talk a bit about the course, what it is about. So that probably will start from definition of platform and the basic concept how to model the platform. Yeah, so then we'll start a bit. We'll describe and discuss the model of one side, monopoly. Actually, did you have the principle of digital economy last year? I'm not sure. This course was in Russian. So принципы цифровой экономики у вас были?
Они у нас начнутся через неделю, насколько я понимаю.
Wow. Yeah, because it was a course for third year bachelor, and that's supposed to be something like that, but a bit more basic. Okay, then maybe it's better for you because you will double check the information in Russian and English, then yeah, learn it better. So then we will discuss network effects and site heterogeneity on the platform. That's about why platforms and two-sided markets normally discussed additionally in economics, so that you're probably it's a different type of the markets. And then we will switch to pricing, how to set prices on platforms and two-sided markets, and we'll talk about monopoly and duopoly. So general information about me. My name is Artem Razumovsky. So I'm a PhD student at CERGI. Now it's in Prague. Probably you heard about this or not. I don't know. I did the recruitment presentation about CERGI last year. Yeah, I actually finished the master program of High School of Economics in 2015. It was, no, 2017, sorry. Yeah, so you can write me on email, which is first one, with my name and surname. The second one, I don't know, it's normally this Hassier email now locked for me, but probably they will again activate it, because yeah, I'm doing the course yearly, and then I finish, they block it, and now I don't have access to it. So it's better for you to write me to email. So that's probably the fastest way how to connect me. If you have some organization questions and some other questions about maybe lecture, so then actually we can discuss some questions online personally. So if after lecture you still have some question, you can write me and we will arrange a meeting and meet online, probably in Zoom, because I used to use Zoom more than, yeah, Yandex Telemost is new for me, so sorry for some maybe troubles with connections. Well, and I will post some of their materials. I think it will be Google Drive, most likely, because I think it will be okay for you. Probably I will get your emails. Do you use some of them? Or you have one email per group?
We have 2 group mails.
Okay, so that's
Discourse, yes.
Yeah, that's probably the best way how to connect to you for me. So, yeah. So please write me from these emails to the first one with my name, name and surname, and I will send you everything back about where I will post the materials, and yeah, if something will change, I will send you an email there as well. So the plan of the course, so we have probably 8 weeks, 7 weeks of lectures, and then 6 weeks of exercise sessions, starting from next week. This Friday we don't have any exercise sessions. Well, for one lecture you have two seminars. Then we will have the midterm, somewhere in between, which will be approximately week 4, during probably seminars. And then in last week, after the last seminar, we will have final exam. So then I will give you the problem set to solve it, and send me back your solutions. It will be till the end of the course. And I will ask you to read the paper and write a briefly summary for one and a half page about just what is paper about, what is the research question, what is methodology of just standard summary. I will specify the points for which you should go in your summary, to receive a good result. So then grading will be according to the following percentage. So 10% for problem set and summary, 10% as well, 30% for midterm, and 50% for final. Any questions about this? Okay, fine. Let's move on. The main literature. So it's Belleflame and Page. So that the general information was taken from this, and it will be denoted as a BP later. And so then I will upload it to Google folder probably, so you can find the lecture slides, this book, and notes from lectures. So if I will make some notes and derivations, I will upload it as well. So then, and I'm not sure about, should we record the lectures? Probably you will want it, but then it's probably caused that students don't show up during the lecture and then prefer to watch the lecture later. I don't know. So we can do this. I'm not sure how it works in Yandex. I will try, and we will see. Because we will try today, and we'll see how it works. But you probably started your bachelor in whatever 2019, right?
Correct.
So your half of the first year, second and third was during the COVID, and that's so you are quite experienced in online lectures and seminars.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, hopefully we can make it more productive than before. So then, so additionally, there are several papers which you can read. So you can find it on the slides. I will upload them later to Google folder and send you the link on the mail. Yeah, so then I will post there as well the papers for summary, which you can pick and write down the summary. So then, yes, the SAM course plan, it's what you're probably supposed to learn from the course, but the course consists of basic analytical concepts, so it's how you analytically treat the platforms and two-sided markets, then which types of platforms exist and how the market structured on the platforms. When, yeah, I already talked about that, how to price and the platforms, especially then we are talking about two-sided platforms. It's a bit tricky. And what about antitrust regulation? Because yeah, normally we have concept based on pricing, and since pricing here is different from the standard markets, then antitrust regulation is a bit different as well. Well, yeah, and the last topic is about search engines, online media. It's some examples how you can analyze and make some conclusions about the most frequent two-sided markets and platforms. And then we will a bit talk about asymmetric information. So it's the theoretical concepts which we will need to make analysis and conclusions. So then, firstly, let's talk about why we should discuss the internet platforms and two-sided markets. So, yeah, you can see the picture of top 5 publicly traded companies in terms of capitalization, and you can see that starting from 2001 to 2016, probably the green companies here took top 5 in terms of capitalization. So what's the difference between black and green here?
Green is tech companies and black is other companies.
Yeah, so that's written here on the top, and so the green are the platforms which probably has 2 sides. Well, yeah, I think all of them have 2 sides. Yeah, so that's another type of market which start gaining more and more money. So, and if you're talking about market, the economists normally discuss how to make the market works efficiently, because that's one of the main purpose of economists is to come to the market and design it such that it will works more efficiently. Because you're probably familiar with the most basic concepts like Pareto efficiency and Yeah, welfare theorems, right? So what is the first welfare theorem about? Who remember?
In the case of perfect competition, there is so perfect competition is a Pareto optimal.
Kind of, but generally no. Like, what is the meaning economical just in words? Okay, let me formulate it a bit general. So then, if we will observe a market which exists, we will know that yeah, under some assumptions, we will receive the Pareto efficient outcome, the Pareto optimal outcome. It means that yeah, if there is a market, so exchange some transactions, so then the result is Pareto optimal. And what does it mean, Pareto optimal?
That
Okay, Коля.
that you can't improve the welfare of one agent without decreasing the welfare of others.
Yes, so that's a crucial thing in economics. So then you observe the market, or you have a market. You're kind of in not a war situation, so you're not wasting resources which you can redistribute among agents, or consumers, buyers, whoever. And the point is that Pareto optimal outcome is good.
It's efficient in a sense, not necessarily good.
Yeah, that's the point, and that's job of economists. So you come to the market and you already know that in some sense the outcome is efficient, so that you're not wasting resources. But then you can design it somehow to distribute it, right? So that's not about the platforms only; it's about the economics itself. So then here we can see that starting from 2001. There are a bit different markets and companies which create a bit different situation. Yeah, I already told you that they are different, but what is the difference? Can someone guess?
You mean explain the definition of tech company?
No, what? Yeah, okay. I don't think it's it's a good to ask you right now. So that when we are talking about the standard markets, we normally assume no externalities, and then we are talking about platforms, two-sided platforms, one-sided platforms. So that there will be externalities. It is a bit complicated for standard theory to discuss it. Yeah. And that means that we need to discuss these markets a bit differently. And since we can see that top 5 is already two-sided markets and platforms, so then we can observe that a lot of money goes through these markets, a lot of capitalization made on that. So the need somehow to regulate it to make it more, I don't know, better for us. What normally economists do. So then, okay. Then some examples. So normally the platform we are frequently facing every day it's Google. So then, yeah. So then Google is a two-sided market, and So, well, on one side, we are as a consumers, and on another side is advertisers. So how to understand this? Can someone describe why we can think about this as a two sides of market, and what does it mean, two sides?
I guess it.
Yeah,
Go on.
Fedor.
It means that Google is an intermediary between two sites, and it's like a middleman. It provides services for both sides.
Yes, thank you. So then there are two different types of agents, and then the platform in between, connect these two groups of agents. It's not necessary that the idea is to connect one site with another site and the other way around. So we will talk about it later. So then another question is how to price the agents, because we are using Google for free, and I don't know how you are, but I'm used to use it and never ask myself question why I'm not paying for it. Right? So okay, 15.
Actually,
Yeah.
you are paying for it, but not with money, with your information.
Exactly. So I'm providing some information, I'm providing my time, but yeah, in terms of money, I'm not paying, right? So that's not me who paying in terms of money. Yeah, so then, but then the question is why? So that I receive something, and then I'm not paying for it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can totally avoid the situation that I provide some money to Google. Oh no, sorry, not money, some information for Google. Yes, just theoretically you can try to do anything anonymously, but yeah. So yeah, it's still for something. So then, how it works? Yeah. So the basic concept of that situation is that you use the platform and you spend your time, receive something on the platform. So you consume it, you're searching for something, you're reading news, you're watching movies, use storage or whatever. So and on the other side, the Google sells the banner places for advertisers, so then they can place their banners, so you can see these banners, and that's for the advertisers pay to Google. So it's kind of Google is the intermediate which allow the advertisers access to you, to your time, to your clicks. You can observe the information that they want you to see. And we will talk about why this cannot happen without Google. Can anyone guess?
Because there are too many different agents, and Google is able to aggregate them together, and it's much less transactional. There are much less transactional costs of negotiations, and the economies of scale are huge.
Okay, yeah, good. So then, I'm not sure. Okay, that's a bit different. So then, yeah, you're right. So then, for example, if some shop want to sell the bicycle to any customer, and then probably you can write to some email that, okay, I'm selling the bicycle, do you want to buy it? So, and then you need to go through all emails you have in your email list and spend quite a lot of time. And then if you just post the banner on Google, then thousand people already observe this, and probably you will sell it quite faster. Yeah, so that's maybe not the best example, but still I think works. So, and as a result, for Google, it's profitable to subsidize the users, to give them some gigabytes of memory for some needs, so then provide the search engine or whatever, and then ask for some payments from advertisers. Well, yeah. So here's some examples from pre-Google era. So then there was the platforms as well. So that, for example, we can talk about credit cards and debit cards as a platform which connects merchants and buyers. So then probably you need to make a transaction such that they're safety. So it's whatever. So you can then use it in some statistics and some reporting, so you can return the item back into the store. And the same is the interest of the merchants that they need to sell. They need to deal with payments. They need to have it safety and so on. Yeah. So and then you can see as well, so that you probably then you have a card. You have a card for your stipend, I think, as well. So then, yeah, it's quite cheap for you. It means that for all services are paid by the merchants, and that in turn that's mean that the price for this goes to the price of item you're buying, but that's a bit deeper, right? So then, yeah, what else is about? What else is important about this? So then, on that example, we can see that the transaction systems care about the numbers of buyers and shops, right? Because if you use MasterCard and then you, yeah, for example, how it works right now, I don't know. Yeah, for example, if I have a Russian card here, I can use it already, and that's quite a big disadvantage for me. Maybe not. But yeah, so that's provide us an example. Then if you have, for example, MasterCard, and it's not accepted in some shops, it's not interesting for you to have it. So then firstly, you need to, the platform is interested in a lot of shops works with the system MasterCard, right? So then it works other way around, right? So that if a lot of shops working with a MasterCard system, but there are no buyers with MasterCard cards. So then everyone who comes shopping, for example, using Visa. So then what's the purpose to have this MasterCard software, for example, or equipment to sell it. Yes, sir. Actually, especially in Russia, this software and equipment is quite a big market, because in 2018 there was several waves of this billing machine federal law. Yeah, so that there was a change in federal law, so that was a new equipment produced and supposed to be installed all over the shops. So that's quite a huge market as well. Any questions? Yeah. Okay. So then we can already see the problem here, right? So can someone formulate this problem more carefully and suggest some solution?
Solution of what?
So those platforms can't exist if they don't have enough users. That's the problem. Can you hear me?
Okay, we can see that the platform is supposed to have
We have lost you and can't hear you.
And can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Но он отключился.
Походу.
Он говорил что-нибудь в начале про оценивание?
Алло?
Yes. We lost you.
Я завис на какое-то время. А на каком моменте?
You asked us about the problem of
Okay.
this.
So can someone answer? Already did.
My guess was that if those platforms don't have enough users, they can't function.
Yes. So to make a profit, you need to have both sides and huge numbers, right? So that if you have just shops connected to MasterCard, it's not enough to make profit. So then, yeah, and the other way around works as well. And what could be a solution?
Well,
Regulations.
Once again?
I don't know.
so yes, as Fedor mentioned, maybe a government can, how to say, make some new incentives for individuals to use those platforms. For example, to use credit cards instead of cash, because all electronic transactions are more well, they are easier to track, and they are harder to scam.
Yeah, that's about government side. Yeah, that's nice idea actually. Yeah, but if you're talking about platforms, so how a platform can behave to increase the numbers?
Propose some profitable conditions for customers. Well, more profitable than just an ordinary payment system or the analog platform, something like that.
Yeah, kind of. So probably if you start operating on the market, you will need to gain or increase your numbers from 0 to some efficient number to operate. So then firstly, you need to subsidize the clients on both sides. So which means you need to literally provide your service for free. So you make a discount for equipment, you make some additional sales if you use the card. So there can be some bonuses. For example, if you're, I don't know, do you hear? Did you hear about the Revolut, for example? Probably in Europe, it's quite popular system to make transactions. So then you firstly create an account. The additional money just provided for you for free. So then you can use it as you want. So that's probably platform pay for you to join the platform, and in some different through some different mechanisms, but still it's kind of the platform pay for you to join. And then you're joined to the platform, then platform can use it to operate and gain some profits. It's kind of important because firstly you need to operate without profits to provide some product without gains to gain the numbers, and then you can use the numbers to generate profits. So yes, can you provide some other examples in last minutes of two-sided platforms or multi-sided?
Агрегаторы такси.
Right, one year. Some other?
Any social network?
You mean, for example, Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
While we're here, you've mentioned that Apple and Microsoft, they are from the same field, and I'm a little bit puzzled by this statement.
Okay, what Apple connecting? Actually, that's interesting question. Yeah, that's. So what Apple provide for as a product?
Well,
Or Microsoft?
they provide the whole ecosystem of products, but still it's hard to say that it's like two-sided market, isn't it?
So the one side is clear, right? It's a consumer who buys the product, right? So that's obvious. But I think it's more clear to think about the Microsoft. For example, you bought a laptop with some software which is provided by Microsoft, and then you want to do something, right? So you want to, for example, you want to play games. So what do you do? So probably you go to some shops like Steam or whatever and buy something there and download the software, install it on your system. And you have one system which is Windows, and then you can install different software on it, right? So can you guess who is the other side on that platform?
In this case, Steam.
Not really, because Steam is platform itself, and that's a complicated example, right? But okay, it's people who write the software who create these games, because that's different companies which create some software which can be installed on Windows. So that
So
on once.
that's the reason why, well, I guess almost every game can be installed on Windows, but not every game can be installed on Linux or something like that.
So that's a different purposes probably, because Linux is more for developers, right? Maybe I'm not correct at all, maybe a bit, but yeah, and you can see that Windows is much more popular, right? So that Linux is used for quite maybe programmers purposes or whatever. So then let's actually finish. So then, yeah, here some different examples. You have mentioned some of them. Yeah, so that eBay and Amazon is a two-sided market. Then you have shops and sellers and buyers. Apple with App Store connecting consumers and developers of applications. Yeah, Uber is a taxi aggregator. So Facebook, Twitter connecting people and advertisers. Because if you are talking about only people and yeah, who is texting with each other, it's one side of the platform. If you're talking about multi-sided, you can add advertisers, or yeah, maybe Facebook can sell some data to someone else. Well, and Google we already discussed, yeah, TV and shopping malls, which is not online platform, but still two-sided platform. Well, so that's probably it for today because we out of time. So, any questions right now?
Will you send us these slides?
Yes, slides, probably yes, because but we have a lecture next one. Yeah, we don't have seminars. So I will send you the slides when we will finish this part. Yeah, and
Okay.
then I actually haven't recorded today the lecture, so probably we will start recording from the next one. But we just started from some examples, not crucial. And just the crucial concepts we discussed today. It's about we have a market and welfare theorems, and then yes, the rest we will repeat during the examples and models. And see you next week.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.